Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a magic book review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. There's just a bunch of thank yous because I'm so appreciative of you. I love my fans. I love my subscribers. I love all you guys. I read all your comments down in the comment section below. And I love hearing from you. I try to answer as many of you as I can. Today's Friday, and so we're doing a magic book review because on Fridays, I try to review magic books. That's what I try to do. I try as much as I can. I try because I love books. You know, if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, I am a big advocate for magic books. You will always get more bang for your buck. You will always get more from books, and books are your friends. Books are your friends. I'm your friend. And as your friend, I'm trying to advise you, if you want to spend your money, you got 50 bucks in your hand, you're thinking, what new gimmick deck should I buy? You shouldn't. You should buy a book. You should buy a book. If you're serious about magic, you need a magic library that you can go back to again and again and again. And if you like magic books as much as me, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, hit your notification bell so that you're alerted whenever I do a magic review or a magic giveaway, because I do giveaways on this channel every single month, and I wouldn't want you to miss it. Today, we're looking at a beautiful tome from Vanishing Ink. This is Distilled from Ryan Plunkett. Now, you might be thinking, who is that? Who's Ryan Plunkett? You might have seen my review for his previous book. I did a review for his book on the stripper deck. That was called A New Angle. Easily one of the best books on stripper deck magic I've ever read. And if you're thinking the stripper deck is some lame beginner's prop, let me tell you something. In his hands, it's a masterpiece. And spoiler alert, there's a stripper deck trick in here as well. Ryan is also the resident magician at the Chicago Magic Lounge. So he is a working pro, and all of the tricks in this book, of which there are 10 tricks in this book, they are all pulled from his working repertoire. They're all good, they're all hitters, they're all stunners, they're all workers, they're all awesome. Let's talk about this book. Distilled, Ryan Plunkett, Vanishing Ink is the publisher, $50. Manufactured suggested retail price. You got 200 pages, 300 full color photographs. But you don't care about any of that. You just want to know about the tricks. Let's talk about the tricks. The first one is called Any Card at Our Numbers. A deck is given to the spectator. Another deck is kind of hand wash shuffled on the table. The spectator and the performer think of a number. Each count down in both decks, and the same card is found in both decks at the named position. The next trick is called Fan Mail. A randomly chosen card from a red deck is shown to match a card that was given away earlier from a blue deck, which was concealed inside of a piece of mail. In Ace on Top, the magician uses 5 cards, Ace through 5, and it's a Monty style follow the ace trick where the magician will constantly ask which card is on top, and of course it's the ace. And despite changing the sequence or moving the cards in a different way, the ace will always be on top. You can watch Ryan Plunkett's full performance on YouTube, and I think that would give you a sense of his style and humor. Next up is Magnetic Silver. This is a coin trick. It's a multi-phase routine where 2 coins become apparently attracted to each other, and they travel from hand to hand. In Time Machine, you cause a deck of cards to go back in time. The top and bottom card are shown, and then a third card is selected. All the cards are lost in the center, and then the deck goes back in time, and all the cards are found returned to where they originally started from. Out of Sight, Out of Mind is Ryan Plunkett's take on the Di Vernon classic. Versatile Transport reminds me of a scotch and soda trick, but you do it with dollar bills. Best of all, you can do this with a borrowed bill of any denomination. You just ask your spectator, can I borrow a bill, right? And they give you whatever bill, and then both bills go into your hand. You remove one, hand the other to the spectator, and they change places. Paper and Silk, this is Ryan's take on the cards through handkerchief effect. In Muck Off, the magician tells the spectator that he's going to teach them all about how to cheat at cards by sleeving, hiding the cards in your sleeve, and then switching them out into play. The spectator then tries it as well, but the kicker is the spectator produces a royal flush. Gravity deck is really cool. You place a deck of cards on the spectator's hand inside the tuck box. They slowly feel the box becoming lighter, and then they feel the deck completely vanish, bit by bit. And then you display the box completely empty. And then the kicker is the cards go back inside the box. All right, 10 tricks. 10 tricks, and I will say this is for an intermediate level magician. There's a couple of tricks where Ryan gives you multiple ways to do it. Like he gives you an intermediate or advanced, or maybe he might even give you a simple way to do it. There's a couple tricks where he says, here's how to do it with gimmicked props, and then here's another way to do it gimmick-less. It just depends on the trick that he's teaching and what he's teaching, but I will say, you do need to know your way around a deck of cards. You do. A couple of things, sleight-wise or prop-wise, that you'll need. Let's say this is some prerequisites. Many of these tricks require a table. One requires a holdout for your table. Shell coins, crimp cards. One trick requires the Omni deck. One trick requires casino-style tuck cases. Like I said, there's a stripper deck trick in here. It's probably best if you know how to do multiple lifts, card vanish techniques, palming switches. So definitely an intermediate level worker here. And like I said, all 10 tricks, they're workers. They're workers. These are all pulled from his working repertoire. But you have to think that, if he is the resident magician, right? He does this for a living. These aren't going to be just easy self-working tricks. Positives. All right, so what are the positives? Distilled is a gorgeous book and will be another proud entry in your magic library. Ryan graciously gives away 10 hand-selected masterworks from his working repertoire that are sure to amaze your audiences. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? Hey, around here, I always tell you the things I liked and the things I didn't like as much. Let's combine negatives with, is it worth your money? It's $50, right? It's $50. I've said that a couple times. It is a gorgeous book. Absolutely gorgeous book. One of the best looking books I've seen from Vanishing Ink or anywhere ever. And the photographs are HD, they're beautiful, high gloss, pages are nice and thick. Everything about this book screams well made, beautiful cost. $50, 10 tricks though, 10 tricks. And I'm not saying that you don't get enough, you do. And these are all great tricks. It makes me think about the day when I used to get record albums from bands back in the day when we used to get records, okay? Side A had a hit on it, side B had a hit on it, but out of the 10 songs, there was 2 great radio releases, maybe another 1 or 2 that were okay that you like to listen to, but there was a lot of songs that you would skip past, okay? There's no skip pass tricks in this. Like, I literally read this book from cover to cover. It was easy to read. It is an easy read. It's not one of those books where you feel like you have to have the deck in hand to read it. Sometimes you start reading a trick in a book and you're like, oh, wait, this is too much. I've got to go get a deck so I can follow what he's saying. This isn't one of those kind of books. You could read this anywhere. You could read this at the doctor's office, okay? He's got a great writing style. Great writing style, easy to follow, great tricks, but all that to say, I've got a lot of books and I have a lot of hardbacks. And I've got books that cost $40 that have way more tricks, $50, same price point, that have way more tricks. The people that give you way more for your money. Now, I'm not saying that these aren't good tricks. They are. And I'm not saying it's not a good value. It is. I think anytime a magician gives up tricks from his working repertoire where he puts food on the table because of his magic, and he's giving away his own personal secrets. I think anytime a magician does that, you want to dial in and pay attention because that is a rarity, okay? All I'm saying is for that price range and the amount of tricks that you're getting, you can find books in this same price range that give you way more content. So I think who would like this? Card workers, people that are looking for something different, people that are looking for tricks, and to be able to say that you can do these tricks and that you know these tricks and other people don't, right? I think maybe because of the price point, that might keep some of the more casual buyers away, and that might be what Ryan wants, right? It might be. There's an old saying that if you want to keep something a secret, put it in a book. Put it in a book because you know what? People don't read. But don't just take my word for it. There are plenty of other great magic review channels out there, and I want to tell you about them. I always want to tell you and encourage you to watch other magic reviews. Don't just watch me. Don't just watch my channel. This is your money. I want you to spend it well. Watch other channels. Get other voices. Get other opinions before you spend your moolah. Hey, a really great channel out there that I want to tell you about, that I want to highlight, especially because Jeff likes books as much as I do. No, Jeff likes books way more than I do. Check out Erudite Magic. Erudite Magic on YouTube. It's a newer channel. Erudite Magic is going to feature magic books. That's what he's going to review. And whereas I review magic books the same way I review magic tricks, right? I try to consolidate it, keep it short, give you the brief, give you the brevity, right? Because I know you're busy and you want to get on with your day. Jeff goes above and beyond. Jeff goes above and beyond, and he covers everything about the book. Make sure you go down to his channel right after this. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow him. You're going to want to watch him week after week as he brings new magic books to light for you. Two other review channels that I've mentioned before. Alex Magic Review reviewed this as well. Alex is another person that's going to uncover everything and give you a much longer, more detailed review. Watch him. Also, Real Magic Review reviewed this as well. Steve's one of my favorite magic reviewers on YouTube, hands down. I love him, and if you haven't gone out and checked out his review channel yet and subscribed to him, make sure you're subscribing to Erudite, Alex Magic Review, Real Magic Review. All three of those should be on your radar as being some of the best out there. So definitely check them out. Lastly, check out Slightly Unusual. There's a new channel that I was just introduced to. Craig and Ryland review the book Distilled as well. And you can also watch him perform Aces on Top for his son. All right, that's everything I can say about Distilled. From Ryan Plunkett, Vanishing Ink, I of course want to thank Murphy's Magic Supplies for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, you can find it from your very favorite Murphy's Magic dealer. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.